of slack and a bit on my videos here, and I'm really sorry about that. I've been very busy with school, and as you can see, I don't even have any makeup on. Don't have time for that. But I decided, as a reward for being on, I shouldn't say on call, but doing homework non-stop for almost a month, crazy, I wanted to do a little art trip with Kobe. See him in the background? And part of that is I booked an Airbnb up north in Ontario, and there's tons of hiking trails around here. And look at this, there's even an art barn from the people that oh, you might not be able to see. There we go. So, oh gosh, this art barn here. So they have local artists. Oh, it's a nice start. They have local artists display their art in there. And the lady said it was because a lot of local artists around here, they don't have any places to display their art because there's not a lot of galleries. It's a small town, so it's really nice. They've converted their old barn into an art barn. So I'm gonna go check it out a little bit later. But I did want to talk real quick about some of the supplies that I brought on the trip because I've gotten some new supplies. I'm so excited. So I got these, what are they? The Crayola brand Art Edge, they're called, and they're colored pencils. And they're really cool because you don't have to sharpen them, and they blend really well. I've never been a huge fan of colored pencils because they don't blend for me. I mean, I'm sure there's people that can get them to blend, but for me it's very difficult because there's those little pencil lines and they do not look very good. But I wanted to show you something that I made with these pencil crayons. Actually, oh, you can't see it. Let's see. There we go. So this is what I used to make this. There's so many colors to control that. So they blend really well. I'll show you up close here. With like her shirt. Look at that. That's one color. And yet it blends really nicely. The other thing is I had this idea. All over. I had this idea of a painting I wanted to do while I was here. And I usually just bring my art journal when I go somewhere. But I decided to bring this water. Oh, something just fell out of there. This watercolor pad. It's 9 by 12 inches, and I made this while I was here, which I thought was cool. It's based off a C.S. Lewis quote from the book The Great Divorce. But yeah, so sometimes it's good to bring like bigger paper too, just in case. I don't know if you can see this, just in case there is something else you want to do. Because a lot of times, once I've already done a piece, like I don't want to redo it on a large scale. It's like, oh, it's already almost like come out of me. It's like a piece. So when I do things in here, in my journal, look at these little tassels. Anyway, when I do things in here, like I used to kind of like sketch it out and like just do a rough drawing. I tried that. Actually, I didn't used to do it because I never really consistently did it, but I would sketch it out and then do it on a larger scale. But for me, a lot of planning like that zaps the creativity because you're planning. Like when I draw, I don't even really think until after I've finished. And I just literally start drawing. This is something I did this weekend where like my friend literally gave me a whole bunch of his markers. I was staying the weekend with some friends, He's like, here's a box of markers. I'm like, okay, we'll make something. And it's just really fun. It's like you're completely immersed in the process of creating, and as long as you have, okay, when I exercise, I like putting all my exercise equipment on the floor. So it's like a circuit, except I know what equipment to use next because I put it on the floor in a circular order. So when I'm done with ankle weights, I take them off and go to the bands, and I have like a predetermined exercise I'm doing on the band, so I know what to go to. So it's almost like, I want to say mindless, but it's easy to know what's coming next. So I like doing that with art. Just literally have what I'm using, decide what I'm using, like whether it's pens, pencils, pencil crayons, markers, paint, like just decide what I'm using, decide the paper I'm using, put it out in front of me, and just what I'm using, otherwise it can get distracting, and then treat it like a circuit where you're just like literally grabbing, like, look, I just grab, I'm like, oh, what's this color, and I just do it. And also it allows me to know, like I use these pens a lot, and with these pens, it depends what I'm using them for. So if I'm using them for paint, sometimes I'll color in black, like if I'm doing like eyes or something and I want to color in the pupil like this, then I can use it to color it, because it's kind of hard to make a really small eye with paint. Like, I mean, you could do it, but it's just easier to use a pen. And plus, I like going fast when I'm painting, and if I have to wait for the different layers of the eye to dry, like sometimes I don't feel like doing that. So then, yeah, just drawing them with this. But when I draw, I'm using techniques, at least that I've made up, that go towards the medium that I'm coloring it in with. So if I'm using pencil crayons, like I might not color in as much with black because I have a black pencil crayon, which has a pretty fine point. So I can use it to color in, and I can do shading with it. Because with this pen, with the pencil crayon, it's easier to do shading than with the pen. So if you think out those kind of things, eventually it kind of becomes second nature because you get used to it. And when you come up with your own ideas like that, it's more solidifying. It's like when I study for a test, I come up with weird acronyms, and helps me remember things because it's my personal weird thing that I've made up. And I find it really helpful. So that is kind of my creative process. And the other thing that's important is to, when you're looking at a blank page, like try to just put your pen on the paper. Like just start drawing. Like there was a writing class I went to once that for brainstorming writing topics. I could probably show you on here actually. But you could do the same thing with art, or you could do, I'm just going to do it on the back of this. My knees are bothering me. There we go. So the idea is to keep your pencil, well, it was pencil in this writing class, on the page at all times. And constantly writing. So you go like this, and then when you think of a word, like dog, keep going, elephant, like whatever, right? And just keep going, cats, car, pilot, leaf, Kobe, who's my dog, eye, ball, pen, paper, and then, messy writing, I'm writing on an angle here, then you can combine the two, like a cat car. Oh, what would that look like? Draw it out. Or use all these words in a sentence if you're writing. So, but the idea, the main point that's good about this is to always keep your pencil or pen or whatever you're using on the paper. And I find that really important if you're struggling with looking at a blank page. Like, I just started drawing like a flower. You know, just as soon as you put a mark on the page, sometimes it like fall over here. Sometimes it takes away the fear. Because, I mean, you're already marked. The page is no longer a blank page. And you can always incorporate, like if it's a small little doodle, you can always incorporate it into a bigger picture. If you do want to do like a specific theme or something, just make sure, like if you're going to do skulls and crossbones, maybe don't draw a flower, maybe draw an arrow or something to start. But if you don't care, by all means. But anyway, hope you like this video about my creative process, and have a great day. And shout out to Dark Little People, who's my Patreon subscriber. Bye.